Like there is Leuven, then there is Jack, which is which are pretty much uncontested top two players. But after that, I really have hard time deciding between Pinon and Double. Also, it's great players. AJ, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamo opener.
Oh, that is an awkward opener. I mean, it's a start, and with the E-Leader, you do get a chance to create a clean wall, but if
But
AJ
Eliter's
sees the
gonna get pierced.
opportunity, it's
Oh
entirely...
no, it's not.
Oh, good block.
I can't believe AJ did not have what it takes to pierce. What it takes, I mean, it in terms of cards, of course. Wow, special overwrite. And that steel eel unfortunately came in one turn too late. Because had they drawn it one turn earlier, it would have completely destroyed that block.
Both of them are gonna... That's a really nice clash. Both of them are gonna walk away pretty happy off of that one. Though, as a
It's likely, but
I'd say AJ got a little bit more of a benefit, at least in the immediate moment, if they can get two more special, because there is room for a really scary super to break through.
But yes, in the overall, it's N who gets to be happy by the looks of it. That clash on turn 2 was just so crucial, and it's hard to see how AJ could break through. Okay, that's a start. They get their third special and are likely going to special early to disrupt the harmony.
The base building.
But even that's
It's a little bit of an awkward fit, but a super would allow him to just merely break through. Doesn't look like they see it or they have the tools to be able to land that, though.
right. They don't decide to go for it, so they're gonna most likely play for all the game with a space disadvantage. But their combo has landed fully, so...
Yeah. We got 5 special on AJ.
Oh, I thought...
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised to see the special come out now just to quickly cause some chaos in the last 3 turns. But holding on for the final few bouts to make like a really solid combo is also in the cards.
Yeah. I mean, AJ is still waiting on their last combo piece, so I'm surprised that N is not playing Incline for this combo, which would fit perfectly. Okay, we see the sniper coming out. Not amazing value, but...
Ooh, are we going for a desperate stamp?
I don't know if it's really desperate.
I would consider it desperate
It does...
because that's missing out on a potential chain of 312 combos, and also like that would like there could have been so much
it's
better
too
things
late.
to put there.
But it's too late to play them. Only 3 turns left, you know you're gonna just play captain into a 312 and it's gonna be fine.
I mean, AJ has enough special to be able to counter drop a captain now. I don't think everything's fine. We do have a really close to perfect 312 though. But actually, yeah, no, you can't override a captain with a captain because they have special blocks on them. But that one special all the way down there with the splat charger, I can see a lot of potential disruptions going on, and AJ is taking their time to find that perfect spot.
Let's see.
But it will be
And by 1 point.
a single point.
That game went by very fast. Both players really did not take their time. But in the end, thanks to their special advantage, and manages to win despite not using all of their space as efficiently as it could have been. That harmony, especially not being staying kind of hollow.
And while I did criticize it, dropping that 312 was very needed because that without without those 12 points, that would have been a long gone. Like if you dropped an 11 there or anything, it could have been a very different ending.
Mhm. Who is changing their deck right here? Oh no, okay, it's just Jack. Alright, we're going into game 2 with Anne being up 1 in this BO3. BO5? BO5, my bad.
Let's see where we are going next.
It
We'll go
is
to the
square,
big
square.
square.
Yes, oh, Dynamo Opener. No, not Dynamo Opener. Yes. Okay. So I guess, like, N did not even consider re-rolling, so I guess that now Dynamo Opener is a reasonable opener that people just like to go for, not as a backup, but as a main opener. Which I'm surprised by, to be completely fair. Seems like any, like, 17 card would be better, but also, wow. AJ playing very fast here, allowing their opponents to completely circumvent them. I don't know if I like it, but both players kind of looking each other out.
I love how the
And
Ouroboros
once
just looks
again,
like
I'm
a
not
snake.
hiding.
Like it's such
And they are a sky
card.
snake.
Yeah, literally, like it's a giant flying sky snake. Like, I know I'm getting distracted for this moment, but the team that's making these cards, the really special ones that are like notable, they did a incredible job of making them look good and like feel appropriate for the characters. Like you put any card down and like you have enough time to think about some of them, you look at it and even without thinking about it, you'll just be like, it's got to be this card if you were given like 4 options. And then like Clash Blaster, you're kind of like, oh no. But a lot of the more notable ones stand out.
Yeah, I do agree with that. And also one thing that I like is that they did manage to make despite this game being so abstract on what is good and what is bad, they did manage to make rare cards better overall. Which
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed by that feat too.
I mean, a chunk of that is the rare cards are the cards with the bigger numbers. And
Yeah,
ultimately,
that's
bigger
true,
numbers are better.
That's how you win the game.
Yeah. Going back into focus, we have 5 turns left. AJ with a notable lead of special, but significant or not significant, just a small point disadvantage. And N is just hanging on the other side, and with a brick. Looking to try to...
Yeah, it's not impossible that AJ will find something to play on the right.
Oh,
Maybe? No, it's a pass.
that's going to be a pretty big tempo swing as we move into the final 3 turns. That said, AJ has 6 special and only has 1. But this Octo Cube, I mean, it's going to give another special. We should be in position, or N should be in position to be able to drop a 3-12 on the final turn. If nothing great comes up on the next round, there's the pass button.
Yeah, and not able to play one more 312. And there might even be a perfect Zipcaster coming in from AJ. Okay, probably not, since if that was the case, they would have played it instantly.
I feel like I feel like the way the board is set up, I'm hoping they have another card they can just play. Unless they're thinking about making a pass of their own.
I mean, yeah, it looks unlikely that they might have a special to use right now. And they certainly don't have anything to play to the right spot, else they would have played it instantly.
5 seconds
So
left. We're
that's
about to see
looking
what
quite
the action
rough.
is.
Ooh,
Just
screen.
splash screen.
Just yeah, now they draw their Forge. I knew Forge for a long time could fit on that right gap. And unfortunately drawing it a bit too late. But maybe now AJ has it as well. And so if that was the case, it means that both players would have drawn it on their very last turn. So
Which is quite the fun fact, the fun little detail
quite
here.
the situation, yes.
But as long as AJ has a card they can play that's like greater than 5, looking at the score, they win. Like if there's a 6-point card that can be played, AJ claims the point on this one.
Let's see. What did they have?
They had a
It was not a
7!
Forge.
They had a 7!
Well, good job to AJ taking game 2. Yep. Now the score is tied 1-1, I believe, and we're looking up to N for the counter pick.
Yeah, it's up to
Quite
N
a
as
tense
to where
map.
we're going next.
That was quite a tense map. The opening was definitely interesting. I mean, I had trouble understanding exactly what was going on with both players just circumventing each other all the time. But that's the nature of the map.
Well,
Double opener, double dynamo, my bad.
ooh, this is a clean hand. 2 dynamos, a captain. I'd honestly want to drop the captain, like, next. As good as the dynamo is for just sectioning off, I would want to drop the captain for that bigger points and more contention this early in. Especially since it can be easily set to break through a thing too. Just like that! That dynamo literally did nothing. I mean, it got some points, but it pretty much did nothing ultimately here just because of how much space the Ouroboros takes up.
Yeah, but I don't think Captain would have done much either. Especially because Captain is awkward with its tentacles, you need more specific cards to combo off of if you manage to secure a side.
Well,
So like, I think that's just an amazing outcome right now
Yeah.
for N.
I mean, it wouldn't have done much either, but it would have been worth more points. That said, and able to position the captain just in a way to get a fortunate call out. Gets a special off of that one too, so those 2 specials have been filled up, which is... Unless those are like... The second one I can see as a hard read, but that first one was luck as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I agree. Unfortunately, that editor won't be able to fit to the left, so I don't see them dropping their Forge, because Forge is just a good combo piece generally. Yeah, okay, they are dropping their editor and then they are starting their combo like crazy. That's the game plan.
We just had 3 turns in a row where N's been able to position things perfectly to be able to be gaining special off of, like, just the chaos of the board, which... Oh, that would have been great. It just, like, special chain after special chain.
Yeah, but now that their opponent has helped them enough, they can just capitalize off of the space they have behind them, sorry. So we probably are gonna see mirrored combos, I expect.
No, we're considering trying to pierce, trying to cause some disruption and chaos. Considering N has all this special and AJ has yet to really get anything, and is passing, what better time then the present, to just step right in and steal that perf.
Yeah. N does not really want to use their cards right now because they are afraid of not having enough specials of their own in the endgame. But AJ was scared as well, and so ends up ruining their own combo with that Inkvac.
This game is just playing to N's tune at the moment.
Yes, definitely, it's been going great all the way for them. The still ill could be used to activate the point, but wait, no, it couldn't. There is not enough space. I cannot. 2-7. This is difficult. But they do drop their last big combo card, and so this should be no contest.
Yeah, that's a 26-point lead with a slight disadvantage in special, but I don't think it's that big of a disadvantage.
Yeah, they're gonna try to set up their Octostamp, Ultra Stamp, my bad. And that does look like quite a good setup. But they are not gonna be able to reach it. This setup is reasonable to reach though.
There are ways where, while you don't gain many points, you can set up the curling bomb to be able to position itself to reach that spot.
Yeah, suction is too short to go that far up, but
Yeah,
don't
it's
time
thinking
lapse.
too hard about this. With 5 seconds left, that suction bomb can't reach there unless you do something. Like, it was just...
And they ran out of time.
And just being like, oh, this spot is so good, this spot is so good. But you can't put anything there. You can't put anything there. You don't have any blocks in range. I know you like the spot, but the game's already over.
Whatever, it doesn't make a difference. They can just get one special with it and play a 5-12. 5-12, yes, and that's more than enough.
That was entertaining. That hammer, it's just like putting it in the spot. People, that's a good looking spot for a hammer. Meanwhile, there's nothing. There's no reason the hammer would ever fit there.
Anyways, I don't know what N was doing here, but the game was over no matter what.
Yeah. Maybe some fun brain puzzles.
Alright, we're now going into potentially the last game where N to win this. And we will now be going into... I didn't see the map select.
We're doing a rematch.
It's a rerun. Alright. So, also according to the knowledgeable people in the chat, Ouroboros in turn 2 could have denied the side against the Dynamo, which I didn't spot, so you can believe them. They are smarter.
I thinking about it, I could definitely have seen that. Like, it just barely peaked. Like, AJ didn't even utilize the Ouroboros, like, little peek into that turf to do anything. Like, there was a lot of missed opportunities for AJ to really make that last round work for them.
Yep. AJ, choosing the right side would have been way too dangerous to go the other side, I believe. Maybe. Or maybe they just got lucky and 50-50. I don't really see a difference between the two sides, so maybe it was just a 50-50 after all.
It's entirely possible.
One thing that is perplexing me is N does not seem to have any idea of what their combo should be, which is concerning when you like Captain should be one of your main openings if you play it. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that.
It's just maybe just a little concerning. Trying to find a spot for the power club. I don't know how this fits in. It works. It works.
Yep, that's quite the clash win already. And that's a perfectly legit spot.
Ooh, but we have the sprinkler peeking in, and I think it is AJ's turn to cause some panic.
Yeah, AJ Space on the other hand, as safe as ever. Boris still the best defender of the base. And that's a setup for a forge, but AJ might have a forge of their own. Forge is a quite normal card to have. So...
And we might be rushing to make sure that that forge does not... If AJ has a forge, it does not get played. And again, look at poor N's field. Oh, the forge was just a turn too late.
Yeah, unfortunate.
N's panic biting them right now. We do get the special off of this forge, which is beneficial. But like that spot was so perfect for it. Granted, you look at the rest of the turf, and I'm not sure how you would be able to get like special set up anywhere else for the other blocks. Like it is, even disregarding the fear that happened before, like these blocks are just kind of everywhere with little to do.
Yeah. And despite everything we've been saying, N is not in that bad of a spot. +1 special, +5, +4, sorry, special points, and +1 points. Somehow, despite AJ seemingly getting everything that they wanted, they just can't do anything. They are down so much. How did that happen? I am...
Yeah, they've got a Dapples that's waiting on their home base that could be really effective. But, and then there's also kind of looks like a Tentatek-ish spot. No, that's not a Tentatek spot. But that Dapple would give them 2 special and 8 points, which would be really helpful. But if we're dropping a good Zipcaster, especially on a pass, yeah, again, things have turned in N's favor dramatically, and AJ's just gonna admit defeat here. And we'll be moving on to face off against Jack.
Yeah, very interesting. AJ maybe not thinking, oops, communication error.
That's
maybe a rage quit from AJ, who are just Nintendo jank.